This is an intro. Keep watching. It gets better. Hi everybody, this is Diana, aka Pop Culture Diva 42. I have my trusty Captain America bus bank with me, and I'm here to do a review of the new Captain America movie. Truth be told, when it comes to American war movies, I tend to prefer movies about the Vietnam War, or the war in Iraq, or the war in Afghanistan, because it seems to me that Second World War movies kind of tend to glorify war, but even though Captain America does that to some extent, it's not the actual Second World War, and that's what I love the most about it, that you feel like this is a stylized version of the Second World War. This is the Marvel movie universe. This is not our universe. And it feels strange, but at the same time it feels familiar. Captain America gave me a new appreciation of what Marvel Studios are doing. This movie fits in so well with the previous Marvel movies. I have no problem believing that this universe is the same universe that gave us Iron Man, they gave us Incredible Hulk, that Thor visits from time to time. So that's what makes me really excited about the Avengers. Plus the fact that Joe Johnston managed to make a movie that at the same time feels completely at home in the Marvel universe, but still has its own distinct personality. I love the soundtrack in this movie, I love the colors, the over-the-top acting, the over-the-top villain. I mean, the villain in this is just straight out of a comic book. He just wants to take over the world. It's old school villainry. Wants to take over the world, has a big asset plane to do that. Okay, uses technology, just mystical technology. You know, you don't really know his plan, you don't really know his personality. He's not like this deep figure. You know, he's just a classical evil villain who wants to take over the world. And then you have Peggy Carter's boobs. I mean, really. Peggy Carter's boobs. That girl just gave skinny American girls a reason to hate this movie. 2 reasons even. Some people complain about the overuse of montages in this movie, but really it's a movie called Captain America, and the montage is the quintessential American movie making technique. I mean, take snippets of scenes, arrange them in such a way that they convey the passing of time and implicit progress. And you know, you'll never see a European movie do a montage. Why? Because Europeans love to suffer for their art. When you have this colorful, over-the-top war movie, you know, the one area where the movie disappointed me, and I'm sorry to say this, it really breaks my heart because I was one of his biggest supporters, is Chris Evans' performance. I have a feeling, and this is just my feeling, that Chris Evans based his performance on not being the best it can possibly be, but on being the complete opposite of Johnny Storm. I would have loved just a little bit of Johnny Storm in Chris Evans' performance, not just a smidge really. He's so serious and like crestfallen throughout most of the movie, and I think you can actually see like his interior process. You know, like thinking, am I serious? Am I serious enough? Should I be more serious? Should I give the fanboys what they want? You know, he's thinking about it too much. And in all honesty, I wish that for the Avengers movie, he will learn something from Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. put a lot of himself in Tony Stark, and that's what made the movie work. So for the Avengers, all I can say, Chris Evans, please, be yourself. I know this is bullshit, but really, just be yourself. Just a little bit more. And in closing, I want to leave you with this. So, Captain America, Steve Rogers, has a conversation with Peggy Carter at some point where he says something like he never had a conversation with a woman that lasted more than 2 minutes. Then they go into this crazy analogy about dancing and how he hasn't found the right partner and blah blah blah. And that's when it hit me. Captain America is a virgin. Ding! If you think about it, it makes perfect sense because skinny Steve Rogers is left behind in a country full of suddenly single women, and all he cares about is to go and fight the Nazis. I guarantee you, if Steve Rogers had gotten any pussy in his life, war would be the last thing on his mind.